Good morning. So, this is actually the start of week 3 of my classes. So, for the fall semester. And I just have to say that I am extremely proud of myself for the progress that I have been making in classes, not only just with grades and things like that, but I also have been doing extremely well with not procrastinating, not waiting until the very last minute. There has been 0 days or 0 weeks so far that I have waited until Sunday to do any sort of homework. And that is amazing because if you guys didn't know, I used to be the queen of procrastination. And that is one thing that I wanted to do differently with working on these degree programs. Since I'm working on multiple degree programs, I wanted to do something that would be a little better for myself, for my mental well being, because it can be extremely hard when you're a person who tends to procrastinate. And I have so much stress going on lately that I just really felt I needed to focus more on getting things done sooner rather than waiting until the very last minute. Because when I waited until the very last minute to get things done, the stress and emotional tension would just be way up here. And that is not what I needed at all. So, I am definitely proud of myself, like I said. I also want to say that even though I had had dropped the one class, I'm still doing really well and I have A's in all of my classes currently, so that's amazing. Um there's a couple of classes that I have 100% in the class so far, which I love that for me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this takes me, where my college journey takes me, I guess I should say, because it has not been easy. There have been quite a few assignments so far that have really made me think of what I'm doing and what I need to be doing and how I need to be doing it. I have not been able to start looking at what my classes will be for the spring semester yet because it doesn't open until October. I think like the 12th, the 11th or 12th is when the registration opens for the spring semester. So it is only the middle of September currently as I'm filming this video. But once I'm able to start looking at what classes I can take for the next semester, then I will share that information with you guys as well. Um, Now that I have changed my major from early childhood education to business development, I've kept the Native American Studies and the health science degree programs. So I'm still pursuing those two degree programs, only now I'm also working on my associates, going straight into a bachelor's degree in business administration. So that does change some requirements for my degree. Obviously, early childhood education is definitely very different than business administration, but I had talked about that in a previous video, kind of what my plans are as far as that goes, like not career plans, but kind of why I chose to switch to business administration from early childhood education. Obviously, I know it's very, very different, like opposite ends of the spectrum here. But I don't know. I just kind of wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know that you can be proud of me. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm keeping on track with all of the scheduled things as far as assignments and quizzes and all of that stuff. I'm really putting an effort into not procrastinating. And like I said, I'm really proud of myself because even when I was just working on one degree program in the past, like my procrastination was at an all time high and it tends to be that way. So I'm definitely proud of myself, like I said, because it takes a lot for somebody to go from being super procrastinator to somebody who's as soon as the class opens for the week, I'm in there doing reading assignments and things like that. Like today is day 1 of week 3 and I already have my book out for one of my classes, getting ready to read chapter 4, which is our assignment for this week. And so I'm just doing my best to stay on top of things and get things done earlier rather than later, because then it also gives me time to relax more on the weekends, which is definitely something that I enjoy being able to do. This week, we might be going to the butterfly garden on the weekend, depending on the weather. So I want to definitely make sure that I get all of my assignments done earlier rather than later because I know that I have a graphic design assignment to do where I have to create a book cover. So I have to make sure that I can get these things done so that I'm not worrying about it if we're going to the butterfly garden. So, yeah. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I just wanted to share with you guys that little information packet, I guess, from my brain. But yeah, if you guys are procrastinators, let me know if you guys have any tips for dealing with procrastination. And I think I'm doing pretty well so far. Obviously, we're on week 3. I've been doing okay. It's a lot of stress at the beginning of the week because I see all of the assignments that I have due and all of the work that I have to do for the week, but I'm getting there. I'm hanging in there and getting things done before the due dates. So I love being able to submit an assignment and see that I turned it in like 3 days ahead of the due date or whatever it says. So, anyways, that is it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, suggestions, or topics you would like to hear me talk about on my channel in the future, leave them in the comments down below and I will make a video for you. And with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and I will see you in tomorrow's video.